Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
John, I got you.
John, do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear, highest necks on the cloud. Hammer in the air, Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better, Voltron transform to DX Don. Mega and obscene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
Hi, am I on the air?
Well, what is up, my friends? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? I'm your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. We are broadcasting live from the Red Dragons radio studios here in Tucson, Arizona on Super Bowl Sunday, February the 3rd. That's right, and tonight it is Season 18, Episode 3, and tonight's show is titled A Champagne Problem. So, like I said, happy Super Bowl Sunday. I do not watch football. I did watch the Super Bowl, though, to check out all the cool commercials and, of course, new trailers that drop. That's the only thing I'm interested in. It sounds like it was a pretty shitty game. I've seen nothing but hate across all of social media. It was the lowest scoring game I've seen in a long time. What was it, 13-3? And the Patriots, of course, take the damn thing once again. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here for sports. We're not here for foosball. We're here to catch up and get you all caught up with the latest and greatest in entertainment news, TV, movies, reviews. That's what we do here. We get you caught up to speed so you know what's going down in the world of entertainment. Now, it's been almost 2 weeks since we've done an episode. Last week was super busy. I went out of town last weekend up to Phoenix, me and Geeky Pat, and we had a big WWE weekend, man. Checked out WWE NXT TakeOver Phoenix, and then last Sunday was the Royal Rumble event, and it was just badass. It was insane. Awesome time. It's always great to see the WWE live, and it was a hell of a weekend. But that unfortunately stopped me from doing a show last week. And so I figured, you know what, we'll just run through, we'll give it another week, and then we'll have a big, double dose episode here to get you caught up with everything going on. Now, on the review side, things have been really slow. Did not go to the movies last weekend. Nothing really came out. The only movie that even looked remotely interesting that did come out was the new Matthew McConaughey and Hathaway movie, Serenity. I was down to see it. Geeky Pat was not. We almost went to go check it out in Phoenix, but then decided against it. The reviews have been horrible, and it bombed at the box office, and just figured, okay, let's just not waste our time with that one. And then this past weekend, once again, nothing really came out. The only new release was the movie Miss Bala with Gina Rodriguez, and it is not my cup of tea. It might be something to watch on a Netflix one day on a lazy Sunday afternoon. But it was not something to run out to the theater for. So 2 weeks in a row, man, not going to the movie theater. It feels very odd for me, being that is a part of my life every Friday night. So no new movie reviews, my friends. I'm sorry to report. But we got some trailers to review. Right off the top, The Rock on Friday dropped the new Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw. And if you listen to our Am I Still on the Air episode a couple weeks ago, where we did our top 10 most anticipated movies of 2019, I had this movie on my list. And, and that was without seeing a single thing. All I knew was it was a Fast and Furious spinoff with The Rock and Jason Statham. That's all I needed to know to put that one on the list. And I know the other guys, Peeps and Friggins, they were like, they didn't have it on theirs because they didn't know what to expect. They didn't know what to think. Then this trailer came out Friday, and it blew my mind wide open. When you talk about an adrenaline rush, that is what this movie is. It comes out in August, and I wish it was tomorrow. You got The Rock playing Luke Hobbs, which he did in all the other Fast and Furious movies, Fast and Furious 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you have Jason Statham reprising his role as Deckard Shaw, who of course started off as a bad guy and then kind of slowly turned into part of the family in number 8. And him and The Rock, if you saw The Fate of the Furious, the number 8 Fast and Furious film, you know that they have like this love-hate relationship. And the way this trailer plays out, they're going after Idris Elba. So what an amazing villain right off the top. And they need help. They need trackers. And they go to get Hobbs and Shaw, two guys that don't like each other and don't want to help each other out. And they just... This trailer sums it all up. You have this buddy cop, love-hate relationship, one-upmanship, and... The action looks insane. It's directed by David Leitch, who, of course, did John Wick and Atomic Blonde and Deadpool 2. He's doing this movie here. And so what a great director to get on something like this. And then, like I said, I mean, the cast is just insane. And it's awesome. You have the action. You have the humor. It's everything you want in a movie. This just looks balls to the wall incredible. And I, for one, am super, super sold. So the full trailer came out on Friday. If you were watching the Super Bowl, you saw a kind of chopped down mini version of it. But you need to see the full version easily. Because the Super Bowl one was okay. You need to watch the full 3-minute one that came out on Friday. Because that is amazing. Also, speaking of Super Bowl ones that dropped tonight, they were all TV spots. So we're talking like 30 seconds. Right off the top, we got a new Avengers Endgame one, which was pretty damn cool. Even though it was 30 seconds, it kind of pissed me off because I was like, I want more! But it was cool to see with some new footage there. We saw a new Captain Marvel one, which was really, really cool. What else did we get? We had a new Toy Story one. We had several little mini ones for scary stories to be told in the dark. We had a new mini trailer for Jordan Peele's new horror movie, Us. There was a new Alita Battle Angel TV spot, and I think that's pretty much it. So, it was okay. I expected more, to be honest. I thought we would have a whole bunch of movie trailers, and we really didn't get that this year. I guess a lot of studios just didn't want to pay the marketing fee, because the Super Bowl... Y'all know it is millions upon millions of dollars to show those 30 seconds, so I guess a lot of studios just said, F it, we don't want to pay that kind of money. But we do have them all posted up on our social media, our Facebook page, our Twitter page. If you missed any of the trailers, you want to check them out again, definitely check out our social media. Okay, guys, well, with that trailer kind of talk out the way, we got 2 weeks worth of news to catch up on, so let's jump right into it, why don't we? Our Honest Trailer segment. We have the Honest Trailer for the new Predator movie that came out in 2018, so check that out. STX Entertainment and Kevin Hart are going to be developing 2 brand new comedies, so check that out. Netflix and Sandra Bullock, along with Chris McKay, are teaming up for a new movie on Netflix called Reborn. This is supposed to be really, really badass, and Sandra Bullock is just on board right now to produce, but she is in discussions to possibly star in it as well. USA's show Suits has been renewed for a 9th and final season. Kate Winslet is set to star in the new HBO limited series Mare of Easttown. Nicolas Cage is set to star in a new film called The Color Out of Space. We have everything coming and going to Netflix this month, so check that out. Star Trek Discovery Season 2 is launched, and it's boosting subscribers for CBS All Access. Because remember, that's the only place you can watch it. is on the CBS streaming service All Access. Japanese composer and rock star Yoshiki is set to score Triple X4. The CW has ordered pilots for a Jane the Virgin and Riverdale spinoffs. So, man, everybody's starting to go pretty crazy with these spinoffs lately, right? I mean, do we need all of these spinoffs? Especially if, because a lot of the talk with these lately are that they're not going to intersect with the show that it spun off from. To me, that's the whole point of a spinoff. You need to have that connectivity. You've got to cross over. If you're going to give me another show based on Riverdale, shouldn't they be in Riverdale, or shouldn't it cross over Riverdale at some point? I think so, but that's just my opinion. Excuse me. Cardi B is set to be heading to Vegas for her first ever residency. Joanna Garcia Swisher is set to star in a new ABC comedy pilot called Happy Accident. It looks like Hulu is going to be raising the cost of their live TV package, but they're going to be lowering the price of their basic streaming plan. So, good for them. I'm a little sad because I don't have the basic plan. I have the no commercials plan, and they said that one's not going to change price. So that kind of sucks that if I want commercials, I could be paying a cheaper price now, but since I don't want commercials, I have to basically pay double the price. So that's a little shitty, but, you know, I guess it is what it is, right? We got a pretty cool article up with producers Phil Lord and Chris Miller talking about the Lego movie 1 and 2, and they're talking about how the Batman movie, the Lego Batman movie, actually takes place in the same child's imagination as the Lego movie 1 and 2. So it's just basically him playing with his Batman figures when the Batman movie happens. So that's pretty cool there. I love, once again, interconnectivity, right? That's what it's all about. We have everything wrong with Smallfoot in 15 minutes or less. We have the brand new trailer for the Umbrella Academy, which is coming to Netflix this month. I'm super sold on this one, man. I think Umbrella Academy looks really, really good. So Sony is moving forward with its vampire Marvel adaptation, Morbius. They've started filming already with Jared Leto, and they just added Matt Smith to join the cast. They're not saying who he's going to be playing, but he is a part of the movie, so that's pretty cool there. Got an article up with Patty Jenkins talking about Wonder Woman 3. She also says that probably the next movie will be set in contemporary times. She says we can't just keep bouncing in the past. It's got to catch up to the current timeline at some point. So thank you, Patty, for doing that, because I've been waiting to see Wonder Woman catch up to the current timeline. Rosario Dawson's new show, Briar Patch, has been given a series order by the USA Network. We have the first trailer for The Enemy Within, which is a new show starring Jennifer Carpenter and Morris Chestnut. It's a new NBC drama. She-Ra and the Princess of Power has been renewed for season 2 over on Netflix. My daughter actually really likes this new She-Ra show, so if you got kids, let them watch that one. Check it out. Ride with Norman Reedus has been given a season 4 green light over on AMC. The Handmaid's Tale Season 3 has added Christopher Maloney and Elizabeth Reeser. Netflix has cast Ava Michelle in their new teen comedy Tall Girl. It looks like not only Hobbs and Shaw is going to be coming from the spin-offs of the Fast and Furious world, but it looks like they're going to be moving forward with an all-female spin-off. That's right. Headed up by Michelle Rodriguez. And we're going to get a female-led Fast and Furious spinoff. And the Marvel writers from Captain Marvel have jumped onto this, and they're helping write the script. So there you go. It looks like we got what the next Fast and Furious Presents is going to be. So good for them. Fleabag Season 2 has added Kristen Scott Thomas and Fiona Shaw. Charles Burnett is set to direct Steal Away for Amazon. Mike Coulter and Nafessa Williams have joined the new cop thriller Black and Blue. Gina Rodriguez signs up for a new legal comedy called Bobby Sue. The CW has also ordered a new Lost Boys TV show and Nancy Drew. So very interesting there, man. We're going back to the old school well right here. Lost Boys, of course, remember, is the 80s vampire movie. So they're going to be making a show of that. And then, of course, Nancy Drew, based on the books. So more shows ordered by the CW. I am sorry for the yawn. I am recording about 11 o'clock at night on this glorious Sunday night. So it's catching up to me. It looks like Resident Evil. So remember, they were going to do a reboot of Resident Evil, and James Wan was going to produce, and then James Wan dropped out of it. Well, now it looks like it is actually going to become a TV show over on Netflix. So that's right. It is a Resident Evil TV series is in development over on Netflix. So I kind of dig that. I think it'll work better as a TV show than just a straight up movie. And especially after we've already had 6 movies, let's do a TV show now instead. Why don't we? So I like that. We'll keep you posted with how that develops. It looks like Bryan Singer is going to remain the director of the Red Sonja movie, despite new allegations that have come up against him. And I'm not going to get into all that. If you want to know more about the Bryan Singer stuff, just Google it and read it for yourself. But as of this time, it looks like he is remaining the director of the Red Sonja movie, for now, at least, is what I say. It only takes a little bit more push, and he ain't going to be remaining attached to very much. We got an article up with the RoboCop co-writer. He's sharing details about Neil Blomkamp's upcoming sequel to RoboCop. Remember, he's making a direct sequel to the original film. We have the first trailer for the Hummingbird Project. We have the first trailer for Nancy Drew and the Hidden Staircase. We have the new Red Band trailer for The Beach Bum. We have the first trailer for Drunk Parents. I gotta say, this Drunk Parents trailer with Alec Baldwin and Salma Hayek is one of the worst trailers I have ever seen put together. It's like they just gave the movie to some 12-year-old and said, can you make a trailer out of this? And the only trailer the kid had seen was something from a 1982 movie, and then just kind of spliced the thing together. It's got this weird voiceover. The editing, oh my god, excuse me. The editing is all over the damn place. It's not funny whatsoever, but they keep trying to act like they're putting in funny parts. I'm sad, and I was dumbfounded by how bad this was. It's so bad. So yeah, if you just want to watch it to see how bad it is, check out the trailer for Drunk Parents. It's on our social media. And of course, always check out our website, amiontheair.com. Check on the trailers tab to check out a bunch of cool new stuff. I did not include the Drunk Parents trailer on our website, though, because it's that shitty, and it doesn't even deserve to be there. Speaking of a better trailer, though, Zac Efron is Ted Bundy. That's right, in the new movie Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile. That's right, the new first trailer dropped for that, and it looks really good, so check that out. Warner Brothers has set a date for Christopher Nolan's next movie. It will come out in 2020. A Detective Pikachu sequel is already in development over at Legendary Pictures. Netflix has ordered a limited series called Behind Her Eyes. The Jay and Silent Bob reboot has been picked up by Saban Films, so that's good. I'm glad somebody's picked it up because I really want that movie. Showtime has debuted the first trailer for the Wu-Tang Clan documentary miniseries they're going to be doing. We got an interview up with Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things. He talks about Stranger Things, Carmen Sandiego, It Too, and a bunch more, so check that out. Looks like Stand Against Evil has been canceled over on the IFC channel. Netflix has just grabbed up the rights to Ron Howard's Hillbilly Elegy after a bidding war. It is a memoir of a family and culture in crisis. So that'll be coming to Netflix. HBO's Watchmen has just added Dustin Ingram in a key role. Mackenzie Davis is joining Kristen Stewart in the new movie Happiest Season. We got a pretty cool behind-the-scenes video from the set of the new Terminator film. That's right, remember, I don't want you guys to forget, there is a new Terminator movie coming out later this year. To backtrack, but going back to the Christopher Nolan next movie, we really know nothing about it other than the movie will hit theaters in July 2020. So a little over a year till you get your next piece there. Warner Brothers is officially developing an Aquaman sequel, so we're just in the early stages of that, but it is moving forward. Sony has officially set some dates for Morbius and Ghostbusters 3. That's right, so here we go. The currently untitled Ghostbusters film, which, like I said, will ignore the 2016 reboot and directly follow Ghostbusters 1 and 2, will come out on July 10th, 2020, and the Spider-Man spinoff Morbius, which will follow in the footsteps of Venom, will bow 3 weeks later on July 31st, 2020. So that is what's going down with Sony and their Morbius and Ghostbusters. We got a new first look at Lobo from the upcoming season of Krypton. Halsey is set to host SNL next weekend, and she'll also be the musical guest. Bradley Whitford is set to star as a church choir director in a new NBC comedy pilot. Batwoman has just officially added Teen Wolf veteran Megan Tandy to the cast. Magnum P.I., FBI, and The Neighborhood have all been renewed for season 2s over at CBS. So congratulations. We talk about a lot of cancellations. It's always nice to talk about pickups. And I will say, I do watch The Neighborhood. It's kind of cheesy, but it's also kind of funny. So The Neighborhood, I'm glad to see picked up. Magnum P.I. is pretty good. I'm still waiting for my Hawaii Five-0 crossover. Hopefully the season 2 renewal will get me that. So there you go. The Fosters actress Sherry Som has just joined Netflix's Lock and Key show. Let's see. Cynthia Erivo has joined Ben Mendelsohn in HBO's The Outsider. Very cool news here that came out about a week ago that Roman Reigns, if you're a wrestling fan, you know who Roman Reigns is. He's a former Universal and WWE champion. He's actually out of the ring right now. He's actually recovering from leukemia. But he is going to be in Hobbs and Shaw. That's right. We did not see him in the trailer. I actually didn't see any of this footage of the set pictures that we've seen of Roman Reigns with The Rock in that trailer at all. So there's a lot more to be seen, I guess. But yeah, he is going to be playing The Rock's brother in the movie. So that's really, really cool. Good to see Roman doing something with his downtime. And I'm just happy for him, man. So very cool to see Roman Reigns join Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Saw is a whole nother movie, man. I think Hobbs could take Jigsaw, though. That'd be interesting. There's a lot of news going around about the Black Widow movie possibly being rated R and the first R movie in the MCU. I call bullshit. There's no way in hell that that's happening, so I'm not even going to waste any more time on that. This is kind of weird side news, but I thought it was interesting. WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and Instagram messages are all going to be merging soon. That's right. It'll all become one thing here soon. So, yeah, pretty interesting. Jason Bateman is set to direct John Cena in a new action comedy for Netflix. That'll be cool. We have your full list of the SAG Awards, the complete winners, so check that out. The next live TV musical will be Hair. We have they call it a teaser trailer, but it's not even that. It's like a 10-second see you soon video from the new Birds of Prey movie. They just started filming. It just shows real quick shots of everybody, and then Margot Robbie back as Harley Quinn, and it says, see you soon. So check that out. We got it posted. The new Twilight Zone reboot has added Tasia Farmiga and Rhea Seehorn to the cast. Anne Hathaway says that Princess Diaries 3 is still in the works, that it is still something that might be happening here. We have the first teaser trailer for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 6. Kyle Irving is set to star in a new Haunted Hotel movie. We got some Doom Patrol teasers featuring Robot Man, Elasti-Woman, and Crazy Jane. Remember, Doom Patrol should be hitting the DC Universe this month. Lee Wannell, who directed Upgrade, which was one of the best movies of 2018, is set to direct the Invisible Man movie for Universal Pictures. The Batwoman pilot has added Megan Tandy, Cameron Johnson, and Nicole Kang. We have the Season 2 teaser trailer for Barry from HBO. Bill Hader is back as the killer-turned-actor. So check that out. Barry's a pretty cool show, so check out that trailer if you haven't seen it yet. Warner Brothers says that the Birds of Prey movie is not confirmed to be rated R yet. So remember, there was a lot of talk that this movie was guaranteed to be rated R. They're going to go make their movie, and what it turns out to be is what it'll turn out to be. But yes, they're not going into it saying it's going to be rated R. Angelina Jolie is set to star in Taylor Sheridan's new film, Those Who Wish Me Dead. So, great casting there. Zombieland 2 is officially titled Zombieland Double Tap. That's right, and they redid the movie poster basically like the first movie's poster, but with the cast now. So it's pretty cool to see. They even did kind of like a mock 10-year challenge, since that's what's going around right now on Facebook a lot. And yeah, it's pretty cool to see. Speaking of Zombieland, Rosario Dawson has also joined the cast of Zombieland Double Tap. Bad Trip. Orion Pictures is set to release the hidden camera comedy in October. American Honey's Sasha Lane is set to lead Amazon's new show Utopia. Mindy Kaling has a new comedy called Late Night, which has been acquired by Amazon Studios. Oscar Isaac is in talks for the new Dune movie. Ryan Reynolds is set to star in a new action comedy called Shotgun Wedding. Wu-Tang's RZA and Ghostface Killah are teaming up for a new horror movie. SyFy Channel has officially landed the rights to the new Chucky TV series that's going to be from the creator Don Mancini. So pretty cool there. USA has ordered the Dare to Me series based on the Megan Abbott novel. Jordan Peele's new Candyman reboot is targeting Lakeith Stanfield to possibly be the new Candyman. Pete Davidson and Judd Apatow are teaming up for a new semi-autobiographical comedy. So that's supposed to come out next year. Good team up there. I like it. My main man, director, amazing director, Zack Snyder. I'll always have your back, Zack. Zack Snyder's set to return to the world of zombies with a new film called Army of the Dead. And it looks like this movie might actually come straight to Netflix. And Zack is ready to go, man. Ready to sink his teeth into some zombies. Remember, he did the Dawn of the Dead remake, and it was fantastic. So I can't wait to see him do something cool like this. The Rock is confirming that he probably will not be appearing in Fast and Furious 9. It looks like because they're doing the spinoff movie, they're going to skip Fast 9, but he says, they'll probably be back for Fast 10 because he's got some unfinished business with Dominic Toretto. So, yeah, so that'd be pretty cool there. We got some behind-the-scenes looks from the new Birds of Prey movie. Gabriel Byrne and Elizabeth McGovern are set to lead the new War of the Worlds TV series. It looks like Oscar Isaac is not only in talks for the Dune movie, but he's set to be playing Timothée Chalamet's father in the new film. ABC afternoon show Good Morning America Day has been rebranded as Strahan and Sarah. Christina Aguilera confirms The Experience, which will be her Las Vegas residency. Fox's Rent scores the lowest ratings ever for a live musical. That's too bad. My wife watched it and absolutely loved it. ABC has ordered a new comedy pilot co-written by and starring Hannah Simone, and I love me some Hannah Simone, so I will watch this and support my girl. A Bermuda Triangle castaway search for a... What the fuck? Bermuda Triangle castaways search for a way home in a new ABC drama pilot. So, no name there, just what the show is about. Bermuda Triangle castaways, they search for a way home in the new ABC drama pilot. Alright, there's a new show called FBI, which came out earlier in 2018. It's doing really well, got picked up for a full season. It's also just been renewed for a second season. It looks like CBS might be eyeing a spinoff, because once again, here we are talking about spinoffs. It would focus on America's most wanted criminals. So that is possibly in the works. Vanessa Williams has nabbed a lead role in the ABC comedy pilot Happy Accident. God Friended Me has been renewed for season 2 over on CBS. I really like God Friended Me, but it's starting to become one of these shows that it's starting to feel very formulaic. Every episode kind of plays out the same way. So I was really loving the show, and now I just kind of like it. I'm glad it got picked up for a second season, but I hope they start mixing some stuff up here soon. We have the honest trailer for Bird Box, so check that out. The new Twilight Zone that Jordan Peele is doing gets a premiere date of April 1st. CBS All Access has ordered a 10-episode miniseries based on Stephen King's The Stand. So they're going to be doing that. Straight Outta Compton's Corey Hawkins has joined the movie adaptation of In the Heights. The new Seth Rogen, Charlize Theron comedy has been given a new title and is now called Long Shot. Harry's All Night Hamburgers. Yes, that is going to be the name of the new Ted Melfi movie, which will be a time travel film that is called Harry's All Night Hamburgers. Okay. Zendaya is also in talks to join Timothée Chalamet in the Dune reboot. So this Dune movie is really shaping up to have the who's who of Hollywood right now, man. Pretty crazy. Peter Jackson announces a new Beatles documentary that he's putting together. We have all the free games coming to PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live in February. We have a first look at Bad Boys for Life. That's right. It's just a picture of Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, but they're back together. They're making Bad Boys 3 finally after all this time, and I'm super duper soaked. I cannot wait for Bad Boys 3. Matt Reeves talks the details of his new noir Batman movie. That's right. He is doing what we thought he would do, which is go very detective Batman. He's going to be scoping some stuff out. It is going to be the most detective Batman we've ever seen on the big screen. So very cool there. Mattel and Warner Brothers are developing a live-action Hot Wheels movie. That's right. Live-action Hot Wheels movie. We already have it. It's called The Fast and the Furious. So I don't know what else they plan to do there. Sam Rockwell, Octavia Spencer, and Allison Janney are going to team up for a new film called The Heart. Warner Brothers has officially announced 2021 release dates for The Batman and Suicide Squad 2. Okay, so this is where we start to get into the conversation. So we have a release date now for the Batman, right? And it's 2021. So if you've seen any kind of news in the past couple days, there's a lot of websites running with the news that it's confirmed Ben Affleck is out. He is no longer Batman. And the search is on for a new Batman now. It might be correct. I'm going to put my 2 cents in here and just basically say I don't feel like it's been confirmed. There is nothing from Warner Brothers that has come out that has said Ben Affleck is no longer Batman. There is nothing from Matt Reeves that has come out and said Ben Affleck is no longer Batman. Ben Affleck has not really come out and said he's no longer Batman. The only reason people are trying to say it's confirmed is because there was an article that came out that said, Matt Reeves' Batman movie moving forward, given July 2020 date. And Ben Affleck retweeted it, and he said, I cannot wait to see what Matt Reeves brings to the world of Batman. Okay. Does that confirm he is no longer Batman? I didn't get that from that tweet. Now, the reason I think people are assuming off of that tweet is because in the article it says the search is on for a new Batman, and people are like, well, he retweeted that tweet. So I get it. And it could very well mean a new Batman's coming. It could. But I didn't really feel good about how much everybody was just assuming he was done. He has one more movie on his contract, regardless. And there are rumors that he could pop up in Suicide Squad 2. Maybe he'll even pop up in the Birds of Prey movie. I think he'll be Batman again. Now, he might not be Batman in the Matt Reeves film, because from what we are assuming, the Matt Reeves film is going to take place 20 years ago. Remember, Ben Affleck, his Batman in this DCEU world is approaching 50 years old. He's been doing it for a long time. He's a grizzled, older Batman. So Matt Reeves' movie takes place in the same universe. It's just him in his earlier days. Not necessarily year one or anything like that. Just earlier Batman. And that person could be a younger, quote-unquote, Ben Affleck Batman. But it doesn't mean Ben's out of the role. It just means that, Matt Reeves is doing a movie that's set earlier in the timeline. And Ben's not the one to play it. What would be the best is if Ben is the one to play it, and next week we see an article come out and Matt Reeves says, well, I don't know what you guys were thinking, but Ben Affleck's in this movie. That would be the best, because then I'd be like, I told you. I just don't understand the it's official part of this conversation, because I haven't seen anything official. So I'm going off of that. Just like how people are saying it's official that Henry Cavill's gone, but then everybody else, Jason Momoa and Zachary Levi, they're all like, nah, dude, he's still Superman. So it's confusing over in DCEU world. We're all just fans trying to figure it all out. But as of this point, it seems like they will use a different actor to play Batman in the Matt Reeves movie. But I do think we're going to see Ben Affleck pop up as Batman again in a future Warner Brothers movie. Most likely Suicide Squad 2. So let me transition into that. So that movie is going to also come out in 2020, 2021, which is the same year as Batman. So still so far away, damn it. But it now is confirmed that James Gunn, writer-director of Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, is not only writing the script, but he will direct the movie. And as of right now, they're calling it The Suicide Squad. Not Suicide Squad 2, The Suicide Squad. It sounds like he's going to be using different characters. It's going to be kind of a soft reboot, that he might only be bringing back Viola Davis to play Amanda Waller. Possibly Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. But then the rest of the cast, we don't even know if Will Smith will be back as Deadshot. But that a lot of the rest of the cast are going to be different comic book characters that he's going to bring in to be a part of his squad. So, will Jared Leto return? Will we maybe see Ben Affleck? I have heard several people say that Ben Affleck's contract might be used for this film. I'm sure James Gunn would love to use Batman in his movie. That'd be pretty cool. But that's what we're looking at right now. The Suicide Squad, written and directed by James Gunn, which I do think is fantastic. And Warner Brothers is also doing a Super Pets movie. That's right. It's going to be an animated film all based on Crypto and Batman's dog and Supergirl's cat, all kinds of crazy shit. But, as long as it's animated, at first I got pissed about it because I was thinking they're going to try to do this thing live action. I still don't have a Man of Steel 2. Why am I getting a Super Pets movie? But this I get. I think with the success of Spider-Verse, I think a lot of studios now are like, hey, what kind of animated superhero movie can we do? And they're going to do Super Pets, so we'll see how it goes. But that's my take on what's going on in the world of the DCEU right now. Rebecca Ferguson and Hugh Jackman are set to star in a new sci-fi thriller called Lisa Joy. Patrick Stewart hopes that the new Picard series lasts for more than one season. David Leitch, one of my new favorite directors, is set to adapt Undying Love, which is based on the graphic novel. The Masked Singer has been renewed for season 2 over on Fox. It's a weird-ass show, but I watch it every week. You, the show You over on Netflix has become a massive hit, and they're getting ready to do season 2. And they have just added Haunting of Hill House star Victoria Pedretti as the season 2 lead for You. Scandal alum Darby Stanfield is set to star in the new Netflix comic book drama Lock and Key, so she'll be in that. The Good Fight season 3 is coming. You can watch the new trailer now. The official release date for The Batman is June 25th, 2021. And Matt Reeves says right now it is called The Batman, but he's not confirming that that's what it'll be by the time the movie comes out. So it sounds almost like a placeholder for right now. But June 25th, 2021. We have the first trailer for Russian Doll, which just came out on Netflix this weekend, so check that out. I actually added it to my queue. We have the new Secret Life of Pets 2 trailer, starring Gidget, so check that one out. We have Everything Wrong with Christopher Robin as well. The new Riverdale spinoff, Katie Keene, she will not cross over with the flagship series. So this is what I was talking about, how they're going to do these spinoffs, but then they're not going to cross over. Kind of sucks. All right, the CW, they're not wasting any time. They got their list together, and they're bringing back a bunch of shows. The CW has just handed out early renewals for 10, that's right, 10 of their series for 2019. Check it out. Returning, renewed are Arrow, Black Lightning, Charmed, Legends of Tomorrow, Dynasty, Legacies, The Flash, Riverdale, Supergirl. All coming back, along with, I know you're waiting for it, Supernatural. That's right. Let me run through this list again and check out what seasons all this stuff is, man. Arrow, Season 8. Black Lightning, Season 3. Charm, Season 2. Legends of Tomorrow, Season 5. Dynasty, Season 3. Legacy, Season 2. Flash, Season 6. Riverdale, Season 4. Supergirl, Season 5. And Supernatural, Season 15. Oh my god, it's crazy. The new series, All American, that's airing right now, has not yet received a renewal, so that is not on the list. But the other 10 are rocking and rolling, man. I cannot believe Supernatural will never die. It just will not die. Gina Rodriguez's new show, Diary of a Female President, has just been given a series order by Disney+, so it'll be on their streaming service. Stephen Yeun and J.K. Simmons are set to lead the animated ensemble voice series Invincible, based on the Robert Kirkman comic book. Bryan Cranston is set to star in the new Showtime limited series Your Honor. Stardust, Johnny Flynn is set to play a young David Bowie in the new film. Shameless has been renewed for season 10 over on Showtime, that's right. Fuller House has been renewed for a 5th and final season. Dakota Johnson, Jason Segel, and Casey Affleck are all set to star in the new film The Friend. Good cast there, I like that. David Merkin is set to develop a new sci-fi dramedy over at YouTube called Jeff of the Universe. God, these names are so crazy. A new streaming service called the Criterion Channel set to launch on April 8th. Warner Brothers has moved around and pushed up the release dates for The Witches and Dr. Sleep. Tony Todd has said he has not been approached for the new Candyman movie yet, so I'm sure he'll have a little cameo in it. Why not, right? The sci-fi hero Quatermass is getting a big screen reboot from Legendary Pictures. Woody Harrelson is in talks to star in Ted Melfi's new film Fruit Loops. Frankenstein's monster is set to be a new homicide detective in an upcoming CBS pilot. I cannot make this shit up, my friends. This is insane, man. Frankenstein is a motherfucking cop in a new CBS pilot, which is funny because Fox tried to do something futuristic like this last year or the year before. I forget what that was called. It was called a fucking God, I can't remember. But it had like a Frankenstein theme where it was like somebody died and they brought him back in another person's body, and it was like a cop procedural, but he was stronger, faster, better because he was, he had powers like Frankenstein and all this stuff. And that show came and went and bombed really hard on Fox. But I guess CBS is going to try their hand at the cop Frankenstein gimmick. It got an interesting article up with Kevin Smith talking about the original plans for Zack Snyder's Justice League trilogy. So read that if you're interested to see how that plans out. The CBS boss says that next year's Arrowverse crossover, Crisis on Infinite Earths, is going to be the biggest and most complicated crossover they've ever done. I completely get that, because you can't do Crisis any other way. Don Cheadle is set to make his Saturday Night Live hosting debut, so he'll be coming up here in a couple weeks. Kevin Bacon's corrupt FBI agent takes on the Boston crime in Showtime's new show, City on a Hill, and we have the first trailer for that for you to check out. The L Word is coming back. That's right, a sequel has been ordered to the series for a 2019 premiere over on Showtime. Cameron Monaghan is set to return for season 10 of Shameless, so that was a very quick exit on his behalf, but he's coming back. I know my boy J.V. Lewis is going to be excited about this one. New York Undercover, the reboot, is officially now in the works over at ABC. Gossip Girl, that might also be getting a reboot. There are discussions currently going on, confirms the CW boss. Jane the Virgin has added the middle star Eden Sher to its final season cast. You Season 2 has also added Heather's James Scully and Jane the Virgin's Jenna Ortega in key roles for Season 2. Homeland's final season has been pushed to the fall. You're the Worst's Keither Donahue has joined the ABC comedy pilot Happy Accident. CBS might be looking at doing another spinoff of The Big Bang Theory, right? Because Big Bang Theory is ending the season. They already have young Sheldon. So they're looking at possibly spinning off maybe Penny and, yeah, it could be. There's several spinoffs that they're looking at, trying to find which one is the best. So I'm thinking Leonard and Penny is the only one that can actually sustain anything. But, they really just don't want to let go of the show, but they're being forced to. So they're like, why not look at a spinoff? That works, right? Going back to New York Undercover real fast, it will not be a reboot. It's actually a revival. They're bringing the show back. So pretty cool there. It looks like they're going to be doing that remake of Escape from New York, as they have a writer working on the script right now. A new movie starring Sarah Paulson called Run is set to be a new thriller, which will come out in 2020. Idris Elba is in talks to lead a new supernatural thriller called Deeper. The Dune movie has added another big casting to it. It's Javier Bardem this time. James Patterson's The Postcard Killings adaptation is moving forward. Allison Williams and Alexander Draymond are set to star in the new survival thriller Horizon Line. The Super Mario Bros. Animated movie is looking at a 2022 release date. Jeez, man, they need a lot of time to get that damn Mario movie right, don't they? Netflix is going to be doing a Big Mouth Valentine special, so look for that. The Academy Awards will feature performances by all 5 Best Song nominees. Netflix's Sex Education has been renewed for a second season. AMC will stream The Walking Dead mid-season premiere 1 week early on its website, so check that out. ABC has ordered a pilot based on John Mayer's Heart of Life. Mel Gibson and Ty Sheridan are set to lead a new thriller called Black Flies. Tori Spelling confirms the Beverly Hills 90210 reboot. She says it is officially happening, so we'll see how that plays out. The CW has ordered a first pilot starring a gender non-conforming character. So pretty interesting there. David Bowie's son says that the new Stardust biopic that they're putting together doesn't have music rights or the family's blessing. So, they gotta watch it with these documentaries, man, that have that kind of stuff going on. Gender fluidity, which is kind of going back to that CW show. The gender fluid drama Glamorous gets a pilot order over at the CW, and Damon Wayans Jr. is going to be the executive producer on it. The show Travelers has been canceled after 3 seasons. NBC is going to be doing a new comedy competition series, so that's pretty cool. They used to do Last Comic Standing, gave up on that show. Now it looks like we're going to get something new called Bring the Funny, so I like it. Let's do it. It looks like that 90210 reboot, it looks like Shannon Doherty is not involved, so that's unfortunate. There was a big rumor going around that Warner Brothers was going to do a Batman Beyond animated film, and it has been confirmed by Warner Brothers that is not in the works. No Batman Beyond movie, so that kind of sucks. So pretty bummer there. Aaron Sorkin's new film, The Trial of the Chicago 7, was put on a pretty quick hiatus, but now it's back. And man, does he have a stacked cast for this thing. Check this out. He's got an A-list ensemble cast. It'll feature Eddie Redmayne, Sacha Baron Cohen, Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. That's just to name the top of the line stuff. There's a bunch of other people signing up for this thing. Pretty insane right there, man. I love it. I love the cast. Now, we heard a couple weeks ago that they were going to be moving forward on a couple more Mission Impossible movies. Well, now Paramount Pictures has made it official. They have just set Mission Impossible sequels for 2021 and 2022. So we're going to get a back-to-back, maybe a cliffhanger ending. I don't know. To be continued. What are we going to get? It's going to be pretty awesome, though, and I'm glad to see it locked in. Top Gun Maverick director Joseph Kosinski is set to helm Netflix's new show Spiderhead. Chris Tucker says that Rush Hour 4 is close to happening. I don't know who he's talking to. I have a feeling like he just gets high one night and is like, oh yeah, dude, we're going to do Rush Hour 4. And no one's having these discussions with him. I personally would love to see Rush Hour 4, but I really just find it hard to believe that these are serious negotiations going down right now to bring this movie back. Black Panther is returning to theaters in celebration of Black History Month, and pretty cool at some AMC theaters are going to be showing the movie for free. So very, very cool, man. I love it. You don't get anything for free anymore these days, so that is pretty awesome. Let's see here. We already talked about that. We already went through all of our Super Bowl stuff. And that's it. That is the news. That is the news of the last 2 weeks, man. And, I was hoping to keep it under an hour, and we're right at that 52-ish minute mark. So we did our job. Let's talk about some release dates and the box office, and we will wrap this baby up. So, coming out on DVD and Blu-ray this Tuesday, it's going to be The Grinch, The Girl in the Spider's Web, Widows, and The Sisters Brothers. Now, if you had digital, you'd already own all these movies. I already have The Grinch. I already have Widows. The Girl in the Spider's Web wasn't good enough to buy, and I never saw The Sisters Brothers because I don't like Westerns. But that's all coming out by Tuesday. In theaters this Friday is going to be the Lego Movie 2, the second part, What Men Want, Cold Pursuit, and The Prodigy. So I'll probably have a couple reviews for you next week because I'll definitely be taking my daughter to see Lego Movie 2 this weekend, and I'll probably go with Kiki Pat to check out some Cold Pursuit on Friday because you gotta see Liam Neeson kill some motherfuckers in the snow, right? Because that's just the way it's gotta go. I would like to see Prodigy also, but Kiki Pat don't like his horror movies. All right. Let's break down the box office that just came out today based on this weekend. Number 10 is They Shall Not Grow Old with 2.4 mil. Number 9 is Escape Room with 2.9. Number 8 is A Dog's Way Home with 3.5. Number 7 is The Kid Who Would Be King with 4.2. On a side note, I'm going to give a homie shout out right now. My homie Jose out in California, good friend of mine. Him and his kids went to go see The Kid Who Would Be King, and he told me it was actually a pretty good movie. It was pretty enjoyable, lots of heart, fun movie. His kids all liked it, so he has endorsed it. I think the movie looks horrible, and I will probably never watch it. But for those of you that are maybe interested, that's what my boy Jose says. So shout out to Jose, and thank you for your advice on The Kid Who Would Be King. Number 6 is Green Book with 4.3. Number 5 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse with 4.4. Number 4 is Aquaman with 4.8. Number 3 is Miss Bala with 6.7. Number 2 is The Upside with 8.9. And number 1 is Glass. Glass number 1 again for the third week in a row, $9.5 million. You can't beat the beast! That's right. Glass, 9.5. This was the lowest, let me see the official term for this weekend's box office. It was, it was the worst Super Bowl weekend in 2 decades at the box office. Look at that. No movie made over $10 million. Pretty damn bad. Well, my friends, that'll do it for this week. And getting you guys caught up to speed on all the latest and greatest in entertainment news. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, our official webpage is amiontheair.com. You can follow us on Twitter at amiontheair. You can follow me on Twitter at dxdonmega. If you're on Facebook, I ask that you do give us a little like on Facebook. Our Facebook page is facebook.com/amiontheair. You can get us on iTunes, download, rate, and subscribe. We really appreciate it. If iTunes ain't your thing, you can get us on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Spreaker. We're on TuneIn. We're on Google Play. We're on Google Play Podcast. We're on Google Podcast. We're on everything. Just Google us and you'll find us playing somewhere on the internet. We are available on Instagram, so follow our Instagram at Am I On The Air. Follow me on Stardust. Stardust is a really cool app that has 30-second mini reviews, video reviews that you can do on TV shows, movies, trailers. So follow me. I'm on Stardust. I review everything I see on there. A lot more than I can do on this show because I'll do TV shows and everything on there too. So download the Stardust app and give me a follow. It's simply Don Mega, DONMEGA, and I'll give you a follow back. And of course, our great affiliates at reddragonsradio.com. That's reddragonsradio.com. It's a webpage out there that has a bunch of podcasts on it, and we are always streaming on that website 24/7. So shout out to them. Follow them on Twitter at reddragonsradio. And we are on YouTube as well, too. You can always stream the show on your favorite YouTube network as well. youtube.com/amiontheair. All right, that'll do it for tonight. This lovely Sunday, February the 3rd, 2019. This episode is in the books. My champagne problem is being put to rest. Hope you all have a great week, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Am I On The Air. So till next time, y'all, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace!
Bye, everybody.
Red Dragon!
Red Dragon.